Alternative. 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 Let's talk about the word alternative. As a part of speech, alternative is an adjective, which means it modifies or describes a noun in a sentence. In common usage, people use alternative to refer to something that can be chosen instead of another option, like a different route home when one road is closed, or a vegetarian dish at a restaurant for those who don't eat meat. You'll also hear it used in phrases like an alternative energy source or a healthier alternative to sugar. One special note about its usage is that alternative can sometimes be confused with the word substitute, which means replacing something entirely. Think of a substitute teacher, not an alternative one. But if you're choosing between two options and want to suggest another way, alternative is usually the better choice. Here are 3 practical examples of using the word alternative in different contexts. In a formal setting, such as a university lecture on environmental studies, a professor might say, "We're exploring alternative energy sources to reduce our campus's carbon footprint and promote sustainability." This sentence uses the word alternative to refer to a substitute or replacement for existing methods or practices. In this case, highlighting the importance of environmentally friendly solutions. Context: academic discussion on environmental issues. In a casual conversation between friends, someone might say, "I'm not a big fan of spicy food, but I found an alternative sauce at the restaurant that made it tolerable." Here, the word alternative refers to something that serves as a substitute or replacement for something else. In this case, a less spicy condiment. Context: casual conversation between friends discussing dining options. In a business setting, such as a meeting with investors, a company representative might say, "Our team is investigating alternative marketing strategies to reach our target audience more effectively." In this example, the word alternative refers to something that serves as a substitute or replacement for existing methods or practices. In this case, highlighting the company's proactive approach to staying competitive. Context: business discussion on marketing and advertising strategies. So you're trying to learn about something that offers a different way of doing things. Think of it like a secondary option, a backup plan, if you will. The main characteristics are that it provides a choice for people who might not have considered the primary method before. It's often used when the usual approach doesn't work out or isn't available, and it's designed to serve as a substitute or even an improvement over what came first. People use phrases like "a way around" or "an escape route" to describe this concept. When you're in a situation where things aren't working out, this option can be used to find a solution or a new path forward. It's not always the same as the original plan, but it helps get people moving again, even if it means taking a different road. Circumstance. 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 So, let's talk about the word circumstance. As a noun, it refers to a situation or set of conditions that affect a person or thing at a particular time. This can be something specific like a weather condition, a social event, or even a personal problem. In common usage, you might say things like, "due to circumstance beyond our control," meaning there's an unexpected or unavoidable situation that's affecting the outcome. It's often used in formal and academic writing, but also in everyday conversations when explaining why something happened or didn't happen. What I want to note is that circumstance can sometimes be confused with other words like situation or condition, so it's essential to understand its specific meaning to use it correctly. I'd be happy to help you with examples of using the word circumstance. Let's say we're having a discussion about the challenges of learning a new language. In formal usage, I might say, despite the current global health crisis being an unforeseen circumstance, many online language courses have adapted to provide virtual instruction and support students. Continued language development. Here, the context is academic or professional, where the focus is on analyzing the impact of external factors on education. In a casual conversation with a friend who's struggling with their English language skills, I might say, I know it's tough to practice speaking English when you're working full-time. But being in a new country can be such a fortunate circumstance for improving your language abilities. Just think about all the opportunities to interact with native speakers. Here, the context is social and supportive, where the focus is on offering words of encouragement and empathy. In a business setting, discussing the launch of a new product line, I might say, the economic downturn in our target market was an unfortunate circumstance that forced us to re-evaluate our marketing strategy and consider digital channels to reach customers. In this context, the focus is on analyzing external factors and their impact on business decisions. So you want to know about this word that describes a situation where something happens because of external factors? Okay, let me try to explain. A key characteristic is that it's often outside of our control. We can't just decide to change it. Imagine being in a job interview and someone asks why you're looking for a new position. You might say, I was laid off from my old company due to financial changes. See how the situation, being laid off, happened because of something external. Financial changes. That's basically what this word is getting at. Now, people sometimes use similar concepts or synonyms like situation, condition, or even scenario to describe it, but they're not exactly the same. And if you want to describe a story or event where someone's life is affected by external factors, well, this word is perfect for that too. Think of a novel or movie where the characters' lives change because of something that happens outside their control. Comment. 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 So, let's talk about the word comment. As a teacher, I'd say it's primarily used as a noun, but it can also function as a verb, especially in informal contexts. When we use comment as a noun, it typically refers to a statement or opinion expressed by someone on a particular matter, often in writing, such as in a blog post, social media comment, or newspaper article. For example, I love your comment about the new policy. In this sense, the word implies a contribution to a discussion or a thought shared with others. On the other hand, when we use comment as a verb, it usually means to provide such a statement or opinion, often in response to something. She commented on his proposal with some concerns. Here are 3 practical examples of using the word comment in different contexts. I'm writing an article about last night's concert and I'd like to include a comment from the lead singer who said that it was a sold-out show. The context is formal as this sentence is part of a published article, where clarity and objectivity are key. My friend just posted a ridiculous selfie on social media and I'm tempted to leave a comment saying, "She looks like an alien." But I think I'll tone it down for now. In this casual conversation usage, the context is relaxed and informal, with a focus on personal relationships and humor. The marketing team is analyzing the results of our recent campaign and I need to draft a report. That includes some comments from customers who purchased our product. Here, the context is business academic as it involves formal data analysis and reporting, where precision and accuracy are essential. So you're trying to learn about this idea in language that people use to add their thoughts or reactions to something they've read or seen. The main thing is, it's usually short and expresses someone's opinion or feeling about what's being presented. It might be a brief note or remark that someone adds to an article, video, or social media post, kind of like a little aside or afterthought. Some people call it a remark or a response. But in language learning contexts, you'll often see it translated as comment. When someone makes one, they're sharing their thoughts with others, which can be really helpful for sparking discussions, debates, or just getting different perspectives on things. Does that make sense?